And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust, one toward another.
Go ahead.
Men with men,
Men with men,
working that which is unseemly.
meaning it's not right. Unseemly meaning it's not right.
But it's been like that for years.
Which is, huh?
It's been like that for years. The Roman Empire was just like that too.
This is the time of the Roman Empire. We're reading the book of Romans. During the Roman Empire, that's what was going on. That actually, the Greek Empire, like we had Alexander the Great, he was a homosexual. Alexander the Great was a homosexual. Matter of fact, that movie with Colin Farrell shows you that he was like men.
Look at this.
That's Colin. The name of the movie is called Alexander. It's actually with Colin Farrell, and Alexander the Great. He's at a party, and everybody's celebrating his victory. When you got Alexander the Great, he conquered the whole that whole eastern realm, and then he goes, give me that Maccabees, and then he goes First Maccabees 1, and he was partying with his wife, and he saw a man who was dancing in a certain way Alexander liked. He started getting all sweaty and horny and all of that, and he banged the dude in the scene. Banged him. That's what he did. And what America, what media and what TV does is it plays with your emotions. They say, you know what? It's okay to be homosexual. They're not bothering anybody. They're not harming you. They don't have to harm me physically. They can harm me mentally. They can, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So go ahead.
First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 1.
Now we read this book. It's called the Apocrypha. This book was taken out of the Bible during the Protestant time period. He has a Bible with the Apocrypha in it.
Why was
Now,
it taken out?
because this book explains so-called white people. It explains his origins. It explains how the Indians got on this side of the world. It explains a lot of it. But they took it out of the Bible, and now we have Bibles without this book in it. So see this book, the Apocrypha, it's in his Bible. And you know how much it costs? Like, this book is over $100 on Amazon. So they're making the prices very expensive. Right, because you know black folks don't really got money except when we buy Jordans. And when we see books, I don't want to spend $100 on no book. They be like, nigga, you bugging. I ain't spending $100 on that book. I'm about to buy an Xbox One. So come on, what you got? First Maccabees 1. So listen good.
First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 1. And it happened.
Now, during the Maccabean period, they were fighting the Greeks. Okay, this is during the time of this is where you get the custom of Hanukkah from. During the Maccabee revolt against the Greeks. Come on.
After that, Alexander.
Who?
After that, Alexander.
This is talking about Alexander the Greek. Come on.
Son of Philip.
He was the son of Philip of Macedonia.
The Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim.
Come on.
Had smitten Darius.
Now, when you read the history, Alexander the Great defeated Darius, the Persian. Come on.
King of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
So Alexander was recognized as the first king of Greece. Come on.
And made many wars.
And he made many wars. He fought in Egypt. He fought in the Middle East. He fought all those different areas. Come on.
And won many strongholds.
And he won many strongholds.
And slew the kings of the earth.
He killed all the dark people of the earth. Persians, he killed all of them. Spoils. Spoils mean if I go to your land and I conquer you, I can take your women, I can take your resources. Alexander's name was there. When you went to the Middle East, Alexander's name was there. When you look to the Greece and Asia Minor, Alexander's name was there. That's how, just like America's name is everywhere, America has all military bases everywhere. That was the same thing Alexander did back in the day. Read on.
And nations and kings who became tributaries unto him.
Meaning he made everybody pay taxes.
And after these things, he fell sick and perceived that he should die.
Now he got sick. Now when you read about Alexander the Greek, he was homosexual, and the sickness he caught was syphilis. That was the sickness that he got caught. So they teach in the movie that his men conspired against him. No, the Bible said he got sick.
Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable men.
So after he died, he had generals that took over different regions of things. All right, so that was the point. So now, what the United States have done, they have done the exact same thing. United States is what they do. The good old country of USA. They go to the Middle East, they bomb the country to the Stone Age. They bomb, blow it from the north to the south, the east, and they destroy it. Then they steal the oil, because that's why America's in the Middle East, is for oil. They steal all the oil. Then they rape the women. That's what was going on in Vietnam. The men was raping the Vietnamese women. Then they take over everything. Then what they do, then they say, you have to accept Christianity. That's why the Arabs are fighting. The Arabs is like, look, man, why are you coming over here with this politic garbage and this Christian garbage? We're not against that. So now the Arabs are revolting against this place. Give me Obadiah 1 again. Let's get Obadiah. This is what's happening in the world as we speak. They don't really show it on the news, because on the news it's the same channel where they tell you about Kim Kardashian and Kanye West is having a baby. Then in the other part they say, oh, LeBron James is signed with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Everything is a distraction to keep you out of the war. That's right. What's going on.
And they're biased.
Obadiah will say. Yeah, Obadiah 1 and verse 2.
Verse 2. Obadiah, verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Meaning, Esau is made small among the heathen. Come on.
Though
heathen means nation. Go ahead.
Though thou art greatly despised.
Meaning everybody on the earth hates the Edomites. Now, who are the Edomites today? The Edomites today are your English, are your British, are your French, are your Dutch, your Spanish, your Portuguese, your Greeks and Romans. Those are the Edomites today. Your Americans, like George Bush, he's an Edomite. John F. Kennedy is an Edomite. Joe Biden, those are Edomites. All right? People from Greece, Rome, Italy, Edomites. Come on.
Verse 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
No, go back to the other part.
Verse 2,
Yep.
Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
Meaning Edom is disliked amongst everywhere they go. You gotta ask yourself. Give me that in Genesis 27 and 40. You gotta ask yourself, where's the map? Give me a world map. Okay. This is a map of the world. I wanna ask a question. How come, if Caucasians come from Europe, why are there Caucasians living in South Africa? If South Africa is almost in the bottom of the world and Europe is up here, why are they in South Africa? Can anybody explain that to me?
Migration.
Migration? Is it? Okay, what does migration mean?
When a group of people spreads out.
So when people travel from another place. That's the school answer. But the real answer is this. They went to South Africa and they conquered South Africa. That's why in the history of like Nelson Mandela, they were an apartheid people, meaning they were enslaved. That's why Nelson Mandela rose up to kick out the British and the Belgians out of South Africa. Okay? Then you gotta ask yourself, if Europeans are from Europe, why are they in Japan? Migration? No. They dropped a nuclear bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the Manhattan Project. Bombed the place. Come on.
Genesis chapter 27, verse 40. And by the sword shalt thou live.
Give me verse 39.
Verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him.
Now this is the blessing of Esau, the blessing of Edom. This is prophetic.
Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
Meaning Esau will live in the fatness of the earth. Meaning the best places of the world. That's what the word fatness means. The best. And Esau would live in the best places of the world. Meaning, one example, you have Caucasians living in Jamaica. Now Jamaica is mostly a black country. 90% Jamaican, you have native Indians there, and you have Chinese there, but you have Jamaicans there. Well, Europeans that live in Jamaica. You have Europeans that live in Brazil, in America, in Mexico, in Canada, in Africa. And that's where they are now. So that was the prophecy of God. But we're going to read how would he get it.
and of the dew of heaven from above.
Meaning when you wake up in the morning and you see dew on the grass is wet. Meaning what? There's water everywhere. Meaning he would live everywhere. Come on.
And by the sword
And by the sword
shalt thou live.
So how would they get these places? By what? The sword. Meaning they would conquer everybody. That's through history now. Since this is the Lost History Club, you have the Boxers' Rebellion in China. Remember that? Now, by the Boxers' Rebellion, you had the British spread opium all on the Chinese, conquered the Chinese. Then they put opium all over China, because opium is like heroin. That's what opium is. Had all the Chinese messed up like this, massacred. Then you had the transatlantic slave trade. They went to Africa, killed all of the, killed a lot of Africans, killed a lot of, not Africans, Israelites that lived in Africa, and brought them from this side of the world. You had Europeans that lived in Brazil. To this side of the world, to that side of the world. Then when you read, like the brother was bringing out earlier, we were in Europe. So they were conquering the whole entire world. And everybody, then they said, our seal, our signet is the white image of Jesus. That's what they did. Come on.
And by the sword thou shalt live.
And the scripture says, if you live by the sword, what? That's what the Bible says. So now, like there's a lot of our flyers is ripped up because we had a lot of angry black folks about this. A lot of angry. So read that again.
And by the sword
they were angry because when you teach something contrary to what another person believes, they get mad. All right, there.
And by thy sword shalt thou live.
Ultimately, they hate Christ and they hate the Bible. Ultimately. So read it again.
And by thy sword shalt thou live.
So Esau lived by the sword. Because you got to ask yourself, why is there an American military base in every country of the world? You have military bases in Japan, China, Russia, Israel, Egypt, parts of Africa. It's in everywhere. America's everywhere. Pushing their policies by force, by the sword. The sword in modern times is the nuclear weapon. It's the TNT dynamite. They even got more powerful stuff than that. But you understand what I'm trying to say? Read on.
And shall serve thy brother.
Come on.
And it shall come to pass.
It shall what?
And it shall come to pass.
Serve thy brother. Understand that? So in the last days, which is now, the Israelites will be waking up. And learning that we got to keep God's laws. Like we read earlier, women are supposed to be in what? Pants. Now we read that earlier, right? Read that earlier. Then we read that men are supposed to grow their beards. We're supposed to. Now you don't gotta have it thick like me and him. You can have it. Well, he didn't grow his beard yet, the young guy. But like you can have it a little shorter like that. You can have a little. You understand what I'm trying to say? What's your name again? You said you had a question earlier. What was your question? The end of the go to 2 Ezra 6. End of the world, because they tell us in school. What's the name of that thing? The greenhouse. What's it called? Yeah, the greenhouse effect. In Alaska, the glaciers are melting and the world is going to be flooded. Or global warming. That's what it's called. Thank you. They teach that the world is going to end through global warming, or a meteor is going to come from space and right. Listen, you gotta leave that Illuminati stuff alone. So come on.
2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is
Esau. Remember we read about Edom, Esau, same person. Esau represents the United States, represents Europe, represents Russia. Do that again.
For Esau is the end of the world.
So the end of the world. What's your name? George. The end of the world means America going down. That's what it means.
For Esau is the end of the world.
So when the America falls and Europe falls, and Russia, that's the end of the world. Come on.
And Jacob.
Now Jacob is the Israelites, 12 tribes. Go ahead.
Is the beginning.
Is the beginning
of it that follows.
Now we read in Revelation there's something called New Jerusalem. That's what that's talking about. So that when Christ comes back, That's the end of the world when this place goes down. That is going to happen very soon. Christ said, no man knows the day or hour. We don't know when Christ is coming back. We would be a liar and say Christ is coming back next year. We don't know. We could, but we don't know. Most likely we don't know. So we got it again?
For Esau is the end of the world.
So Esau is the end of the world. Go ahead.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
So when Jacob rises up as the kings and priests and the princesses, that's when the new world begins. That's when the earth will not be poisoned by chemical warfare and pollution. When Christ comes back, everything is going to be changed. But this country is going to be smoked out because nuclear missiles are going to hit this place. What you saying?
Can white people survive still?
Yes. Give me Isaiah 14. Not because we're not saying white people
No, I know. I was thinking.
perish.
No.
So listen what the Bible says. Listen.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
Now, this is the new world that we were reading about. The Lord will have mercy on who?
On Jacob.
Now, Jacob is Israelites. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, so on. So what's your tribe? Haitian. Might say Haitian. You be from the tribe of Levi. What's your tribe? You're Haitian. Tribe of Levi. You say you black. Tribe of Judah. What's your nationality?
Puerto Rico.
Ephraim. Your nationality? Edom. His nationality? Levi. Benjamin. Judah. You understand? We all got tribes here. So listen.
I'm Middle Eastern.
And will
You're Middle Eastern? We're from where?
Syria.
Syria. You be Elamite. That's what your nationality be. Elam. Go ahead.
and will yet choose Israel.
And will yet choose. So God is going to choose the Israelites, plain and simple. Read on.
And set them in their own land.
So this might sound hard. The Haitians are the Levites, and they're going to have their own land when Christ comes back. That's a hard pill to swallow. But listen good.
And the stranger.
Now the strangers are the Elamites, the white people, the Chinese, the Syrians. Who else? Give me some more. Africans, Arabs. Come on.
Shall be joined with them.
So that they're going to be joined with the Israelites because the Israelites is going to rule. Go ahead.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Come on.
And the people shall take them
So the Israelites shall take the strangers.
and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them. In
What
the
does that mean? The Israelites will possess the other nations. What does that sound like? What does that sound like? What does it mean you possess another person?
To own it.
Slavery. Servitude. Bondage. So we got it again?
And the people shall take them.
So the Israelites is going to rule. Basically, there are going to be other nations in heaven, but the Israelites will be the ruling power on the earth. You understand that? Because that's what Christ wanted. That's how he wanted it. Come on.
And bring them to their place.
And he's going to bring them to their place. Read on.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
Is that the Bible?
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 2.
For what? For certain what?
For servants and handmaids.
Damn, God is messed up. Why would he make the other nations be servants to the Israelites?
And they shall take them captives,
So the other nations are going into captivity.
whose captives they were.
Meaning, the Israelites was made captive. These people were made captive. They were the Israelites. So the God has said, I'm going to reverse and I'm going to flip everything around in the kingdom. Come on.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
So the people that oppress you, that oppress me, that oppress her, that oppress them, the Israelites will rule over them. That's what God says. So a lot of people can't accept that. That's hard. Damn, that's hard. But that's what the Bible says. Come on.
And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow.
Meaning, the Israelites will finally have a break. They'll finally rest. Our people work 3 jobs, 4 jobs. Welfare, Section 8. It's oppression here. It's a systematic trap to keep blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans down.
That's right.
Matter of fact, I want you guys to go on YouTube when you get a chance and watch the cartoon called the unequal opportunity race. That's what it was called. And they show you that that white people had a head start before black folks. They got a 400, 600 year head start. You understand? And it's very hard for us to overcome. So that's why God says they are going to have rest from their sorrow. All the Trayvon Martins is going to stop, all the Mike Browns, all the Kareem Powell, all of that's going to stop. Come on.
And from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
Who was made to serve hard bondage? It wasn't white people, it wasn't the Chinese, it was the Israelites. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. We went through the worst bondage on earth.
That's right.
All time. All right? Come on.
From thy hard bondage.
Because somebody can make an argument and say, everybody had their form of slavery, for an example. You can make the argument and say, the Japanese under Nobunaga, he had the Chinese in slavery. For example, you can say the white man had his own people in slavery. You can say the Africans had each other in slavery, right? You can say all of that. You can say every people had their own type of servitude, correct? But who went through the worst servitude? The Jews, us. For example, the Holocaust, for example, let's get that. In the Holocaust, 6 million Native Americans, 6 million Jewish people died in the Holocaust, correct? Right? Is that true, 6 million? That's what they say. 6 million Jews died in the Holocaust. How many blacks and Hispanics died from the transatlantic slave trade and the conquest of the tribes? Give me a number. Give me a number.
Over 10 million?
Over how many?
10 million.
Not even close. Give me one. What? Not even close. What's 11 times 11? 121. More than that. You see what I'm saying? Look at your face. Look at your face. This is the point. The point is, the atrocities that was done to the natives, to the blacks, 6 million can't even light a candle to it. You understand? Now the point is this. They say slavery is in the past. We shouldn't worry about slavery. Let's concentrate on the here and now. But if that's true, how come we gotta learn about the Holocaust? And that's in the past. That was in 1945. From 1939 to 1945, slavery was from 1492 to 1865, supposedly. So there's a brainwashing here going on, and there's racism going on. Why do we gotta learn their history more than we learn ours?
Right.
Because they're the ones in power. They're the ones that control the curriculum in the schools. That's as simple as that. So read that again. Whatever we was at.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 3. It shall come to pass, in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow.
So our people went through the worst slavery. You understand that? You understand that? It's so bad that we've been brainwashed. The woman thinks she above the man is above. Everything is out of order.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.